Hello and welcome back to another preview and review show. So the first game to review is West Ham versus Brentford. Let's talk about West Ham versus Brentford game. Brentford beat West Ham by 2 goals to nil. So now West Ham and after losing against Brentford, West Ham in a big trouble. They are sitting way they are now currently sitting at 17th position with just 13 points from 17 games. So we will talk about the Premier League standing after the prediction. So first, let's go to match day 18, and Brentford have got 4 points out of Spurs games, and West Ham game they drew with West Spurs and they won away at West Ham. The second game was Liverpool versus Leicester, where Liverpool got all 3 points. They were really lucky. Two own goals from Leicester helped them to win that game. I think if you look at the performance, Leicester should be very proud the way they have played against Liverpool. Should be happy with the way they are playing, and Liverpool are really struggling. uh, but they were lucky to get 3 points at home. And the next game was Wolves against United. Same as Leicester, Wolves were unlucky. They should have got at least a point against United, but United got all 3 points because of that Rashford goal. And that was a brilliant goal from Rashford, Casemiro, Fred, Malacia, Varane, Luxa. I think all of them played really well against Wolves. And the next surprise was Everton got a point away from home at City. City who are chasing for title now are 7 points behind Arsenal who are sitting at the top. This was a must-win game for City, and City have dropped points. Everton, after losing against Wolves at their own home, have got a points against City. So Fulham got all 3 points again. They have last week they defeated Palace. Now they have defeated Southampton. Marco Silva really doing great job at Fulham. I think this season will be the first season that Fulham might stay at the Premier League after being promoted. And also Fulham really did well in the first half of the season before World Cup, and after the World Cup they've started where they left. They are doing really well. Bournemouth again have lost point at home to Palace. Palace who have also got all 3 points after losing against Fulham. They have defeated Bournemouth. And the next game was Newcastle, who are currently sitting at the top top four position, have dropped 2 points at home against Leeds. They drew 0-0 against Leeds United. And the next game is Brighton versus Arsenal. Arsenal, who are currently top, and after City dropping point at home against Everton, this was a must-win game for Arsenal. And Arsenal came out on all gone blazing with all 3 points with the help of Martin Odegaard, Bukayo Saka, Martinelli goal. They are currently sitting 7 point clear of City, and Arteta and the boys are doing really well so far. And Martin Odegaard, I think he is currently the best midfielder in the Prem, and and Thomas Partey for me is the best defensive midfielder in the league. And the next game was Tottenham versus Villa. Tottenham at home against Villa. Villa got all 3 points at Tottenham. Villa 2, Tottenham nil. It was a masterclass, Unai Emery tactical masterclass. A great performance for Villa, and Tottenham really struggling after dropping points at Brentford. They have now dropped point against Villa. So the last game of match day 18 was Forest 1, Chelsea 1. Chelsea were really lucky to get a point away from home. Forest would deserve all 3 points, but for unfortunately they just have to be happy with 1 point. Chelsea didn't create that many chances. They just took their chances, and Raheem Sterling was their goal scorer. Forest got a point. So as things stand today, again we have a match the 19. The first game is Brentford versus Liverpool. I think this game Brentford are doing well. They are in a hot form. Liverpool, in terms of performance, are struggling. I think this will be a draw. Brentford, I'm going for a draw here. Brentford 2, Liverpool 2. And the next game is Leicester versus Fulham. I think this will be a tricky game. Fulham are doing well. Leicester with the great performance, but they didn't get any point away from home. But I think this will be another draw. I'm going for a Fulham 1, Leicester 1. Next game is Arsenal versus Newcastle. Now all of a sudden Newcastle are starting to drop point. Arsenal at home. I think I'm going for Arsenal win. Arsenal 3, Newcastle 1. Next game is Everton versus Brighton. Brighton, I think Brighton and Arsenal are the two best team in terms of performance. The way they are playing attacking football, both of them are playing really good football so far. So I'm going for a Brighton win. Brighton 3, Everton 2. Next game is United at home against Bournemouth. We're fighting down the table. We're sitting down the table. I'm going for United win. United 3, Bournemouth 1. Next game is Southampton versus Forest. Both teams are struggling. I'm going for a draw here. Southampton 1, Forest 1. Next game is Leeds versus West Ham. I think both teams are in a poor form right now, so I'm going for a nil-nil draw. Next is Villa versus Wolves. Villa at home against Wolves. I think this would be another draw. This would be a 1-1 draw. Tottenham versus Palace. Palace at home against Tottenham. Wait, Tottenham are really struggling. I think Tottenham will win. Tottenham 2, Palace 1. Last is Chelsea versus City. Must win game for both teams. So I'm going for another draw. Chelsea 2, City 2. So as things stands, the table is Arsenal at the top with 43 points from 16 games. City have played 16 at 36. Newcastle 17 at 34 points. United currently sitting fourth with 32 points from 16 games. Tottenham fifth with 17 games, 30 points. Liverpool sixth with 16 games, 28 points. So bottom of the table, it is this is some there are some good games, man. Look at the table. 13 to 28. The team from 13 to 20 are fighting to be safe in the Premier League. Leicester, who are sitting 13th, have 17 points, and Southampton, who are currently 20, have 12 points. Oh, this would be some. This season, we are going to see a good top end and bottom end fight. That's it for today. I will be doing a watch along for Liverpool v Brentford game. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to my channel. Peace.